Oh my gosh, y'all. It is a mess. How much did you all eat? I hope not much because I have a mouth of a sailor.
Let me get the comments back up,
So let's get those comments back up. And gosh, I hate when this happened. This happened last time. No, 2 times ago. 2 weeks ago.
We even upgraded our internet speed as well.
Oh, y'all, I can't. Hi, Jenny. I can see you. Hello. Undertaker Punk. Thank you guys so much for coming back. He's getting up the comments right now because it's now on a new video. A new video. Disney Chronicles. Thank you, Mr. Walt Disney World fan. So, yeah, sorry about that. Oh, my goodness, y'all. It's been a day. And the only funny part about it is that this week, I let Jonathan... He actually was the one that got all the pictures together and spent hours on putting the copyright stuff on the bottom and all that stuff. So now he knows how I feel when this happens. How does it feel? Tell me.
That's okay. I still got the goods. I can do this blindfolded. I will paint a picture of everything that we're going to talk about.
Woo, Lord. Oh, I should get just the iPad and just show it like that.
You want me to?
I threw the iPad under the table. I was so mad. Okay, so let's get back to the thing. Let's get back to it.
Okay, so theme park parking, the resort parking.
Oh, the parking.
Resort parking.
You know, I bet you it was Disney. They got pissed off that we were talking bad about them because we're talking about their parking, and they say, you know what, cut them off.
And they still
The mouse
haven't
is
announced
powerful.
it.
The mouse is very powerful.
Okay, hello.
Okay, so just to recap, starting March 21st, guests with reservations who've not booked before then, from here on out, $13 per night value resorts, $19 per night moderate resorts, $24 per night Disney Deluxe and Deluxe Villa resorts. These are going to be added on to their room charges. Not a toll system in and out of the resort, just going to be added on to the bill. Valet parking at the resort is going to be, this is deluxe resorts only, of course, it's going to increase to $33 per night. Guests with disabilities, of course, with the proper license plate or placard, cast members, as well as DVC guests. DVC guests staying on points is the thing to look out for here. Will not have to pay that parking fee. Now, yeah, I mean, the guests still get free parking at the theme parks.
Yeah, because the guests get free parking at the theme parks. But it's so funny. Well, it's not funny actually, but we're hearing it from both sides. So we obviously have friends that still work in the theme parks for Disney, and some of them, it's been mixed. I've been reading. Some of them are like, get over it. It doesn't involve us. But then the other half is like, it's really not really about the locals. It's more for the tourists that come into, Disney World to do this. And yes, Universal has been doing this forever. And, the only difference, though, I feel, is that Universal they don't have that much space. So it was kind of like a no-brainer. They had to do it, and they've been doing it, for the longest time. With Disney, they have space, darling. They are all about the space. I think they want that green.
And you've had some resorts there almost for 50 years. They are just now implementing the parking fee.
Yeah. So here's the thing, though. Most luxury resorts charge you for parking. Most Hiltons charge you for parking. It's a very common thing. So people are always surprised when they come to Disney and parking is not a cost to them. Lowe's Hotels operates the Universal resorts. It's not owned and operated by Universal like how Disney owns and operates their resorts. They're just doing what is a very common practice in the hotel industry.
Well, Gaylord Palms as well, and Universal. They've already set the precedent, but I feel like those resorts are landlocked as opposed to Disney. You have the All-Stars, you have Pop Century, Art of Animation, Port Orleans, Caribbean Beach. These resorts have land to spare. There's really no reason to be paying for parking, and let's be real, there's nothing great about that parking to begin with.
Right.
When's the last time those parking spaces or parking lots have been refurbished? You're still having hefty walks to your room or hefty drives to your room. And something to just mention, if you are local or you are visiting the resort for the day as a day guest for shopping, dining, with or without a dining reservation or merchandise, you don't have to pay.
Oh.
It is only for guests with a reservation staying overnight.
So what do you do? Could you just lie to the guard at the gate and say, I'm just visiting even though your car's going to stay there? How does that work?
No, you can't do that now.
I'm assuming. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm assuming they're going to have them put the parking placards,
Right.
the printouts in their cars. If you do not have one and they notice it's there for more than a day, security they can call. They'll have the right to tow.
Right.
They do it at the deluxe resorts all the time. I've seen it at the Grand and the Polynesian and the Contemporary because those are a little landlocked and people will park there, go to the theme parks. But I've seen some really interesting things on Twitter. People saying they just won't take their car to the resort. They'll just park at the theme park and leave their car over there overnight. If you leave it there overnight, you have the risk of it getting towed.
Yes.
You absolutely.
That's something that was very interesting when they now have signs everywhere over at Disney Springs in the parking structures that after 3 a.m. they will tow cars left there. Now, I think that is not the smartest decision because I think they should allow guests to go ahead and leave their car there because people could be drinking and have a little too much to drink at Disney Springs. So they will drive under the influence because they don't want their car to get towed. If you let them keep it there, it's great. In the past, when I was younger and I was always be drinking at City Walk, I leave my car there and take another ride home because I didn't want to get behind the wheel. So now you have people that could get and cause danger. It's very silly to have towing. That's at all places. Disney Springs should allow you to keep your car there overnight. You're serving all that alcohol out there.
I know. Hello, Parker. Sorry,
Hey,
I wanted to
Parker.
get that in there, Parker. Yes, we got the computer working, but now the internet's not working, and that's been another issue that we've been having. And yeah, so
Well,
yeah.
just to go back to this, although I think this is what I'm going to call a low ball move, I think it's a smart business move for Disney because let's be real,
It's
Disney's
money.
Magical Express keeps guests on property. It's going to keep guests from going to competitor theme parks, going to get groceries and things off site, or they're still going to have people coming in to deliver those groceries. But now I feel like the next step is Disney could have a monopoly on their own property. They are private property. What is banning them from exclusively using the minivan service they have in banning Uber and Lyft?
Uber's
And
already
even-
banned from airports.
Mears Transportation. It's just a matter of time before Disney amps up their minivan fleet and they break ties with Mears.
Yep.
They very well, although Disney's Magical Express technically is still through Mears Transportation. But I just feel like the influx of guests now not renting cars from the airport, coming through Disney Magical Express, the traffic on I-4 that's still going to be a nightmare for the next 5 years because of all the traffic and the construction. I mean, opening day, just a fun fact for Disney's Magical Express, they did not take reservations for Disney's Magical Express. For the first 1 to 2 weeks, there were guests waiting at the Orlando International Airport 5 to 6 hours just to get on Disney's Magical Express to come to resorts. They didn't have reservations set up. So I feel like, of course, that's not the problem now. They do have reservations, but you're going to increase guest traffic at the airport now. We're going to, this is going to affect the quality of people's vacations.
Okay.
And the cost.
Manny says, "You guys promise you won't charge us per day viewing." No, darling, never. Yeah, everyone agrees. Undertaker Punk says, "Keep guests on property plus paying for parking you're not using equals hella profit."
Yep.
Absolutely. Mr. Walters, a real fan. Uber is going to make a lot of money, right? I mean, unless they cut that.
Better make it while they can.
Right.
And Manny says the cholesterol just went. His cholesterol just went up from looking at the sandwich from earlier that we were talking about at the All-Star Sports Resort.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Let's
Go
break
ahead.
down the room fees, shall we? So you
Here she goes.
have the per night fee. On average, even a value resort now, off season, is between $100 to $200 for a standard room. Okay, so we're adding in I believe it's the federal tax that's there. You're also going to have the Florida doesn't have state tax, but we do have tourism taxes. So there's going to be the tourism tax on top of the whatever federal tax that's on the room and the room itself. We're now adding a parking fee into that on top of what did I just miss? So we said tax, tourism tax, parking fee, and then also the resort and amenity fee, which is also being charged in addition. I know other resorts will have the parking included with the resort and amenity fee. That is separate for Disney.
Well, there you
so we're
have
talking
it.
about 4 different
Goodness.
quote-unquote taxable fees, I guess you could say, being added onto a bill.
It's ridiculous. Smart business move.
Well,
but it's
there you
annoying.
have it.
Yeah.
I just would like to share, I know that we have some
Oh my gosh.
Some
So yeah, unfortunately we don't have the pictures where we can put it onto the actual screen. But he wants to
What's
show you
happening?
this because it's really funny.
like I said, I was saying this all night. Disney now is creating a monopoly on their own property. Private property is. So they're going to be the ones calling the shots when it comes to Uber and Lyft. But somebody beat me to the tweet today. If you're going to be able to see this, so it is a picture of the Disney monopoly. And it says somebody's going to have to change this now with a free parking space. So I lost that when I saw people had retweeted that several times.
That's pretty funny.
So that is pretty funny. Credit goes to at GoAwayGreen on Twitter.
Parker asks, so as it stands now, can you take an Uber from a Disney resort to somewhere else in Orlando, like Universal?
Yes. You just can't take Uber from Orlando International Airport to Walt Disney World. You'd have to take a taxi. Uber is banned from OIA. I don't know if there's any way around that. I'm sure there's probably loopholes.
I feel like Uber X you could, but
Uber.
not like the regular Ubers.
Oh, I didn't know that. Look into that though. Uber X then. Okay. It's a little bit more pricey, but then obviously it's going to be convenient to be able to be picked right up there, not take a taxi. Because the Mears taxis, which dominate Orlando and Central Florida, Mears is huge here. If Disney did cut ties with them, I don't think, yes, they'd be losing a good chunk of profit, but they still, I think, would do well because there's so many taxis that they provide. But you could take those, but they're super expensive. It's crazy how expensive taxis are here.
The Disney Chronicle says Walt Disney World is really becoming the vacation that only the rich can afford. I tell you what, it's getting very expensive. Very, very expensive to, come to Walt Disney World. I just saw a commercial for Universal, I think it was today or yesterday, where tickets start at, $99? I believe that's what I saw in the commercial, and I was
cheap.
like, wow, that's not bad compared to everything else around here.
It's crazy. When I worked in ticket sales at Universal, I had guests coming up saying they were there opening year and how you could go into the park for, it's just what you pay now for just a sandwich, a turkey leg, was a day admission to a theme park. It used to be under $1 way back in early Disneyland days. But of course, things have definitely changed.
Mrs. Walt Disney World fan said, I read on Twitter that people are going to cut back on their trips. That's I think the scary part of what's going to be happening here. I think if it does happen, I think Disney will then do was it 380, 360?
Yeah, 360.
360, and then take away with that.
I have to disagree. I feel like with this policy put in place, they're going to stick to it. They want to thin out the herd.
Yeah.
Because they're dealing with capacity issues at the parks and overall guest.
She said thin out the herd.
Absolutely, and they're dealing with guest dissatisfaction across the board. I'll say it here, and I'll say it again.
Okay.
Disney World is becoming more about quantity over quality. We are getting I wouldn't even call them expansions. We're getting areas taken away from us and then repurposed and turned into something else. Toy Story Land, Star Wars, of course. Pandora technically it wasn't an expansion. It used to be Festival of Lion King.
Yeah, it used to be.
So we are getting these new experiences.
Camp Mini Mickey. Sorry.
Why did they think now was a good time to implement this? Because the 50th anniversary is coming up? Because we're still paying back loans from Shanghai? Because we have things to pay for in expansions? It just doesn't look good. Bottom line. And I think Disney yesterday or today announced they were reorganizing some of their executive leadership team.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
yes.
I
Manny has a really good question. I booked my vacation back in December. I won't have to pay $24 a day for staying at the Wilderness Lodge.
Yay, Manny!
That's
Congratulations!
good. You won't have to. No. So you are very lucky.
Your last trip doing that.
I know.
Yeah.
The next one you're gonna have to pay, but no, you will not have to pay
But Manny,
for the car.
Wilderness Lodge, so it's not only a DVC resort, but it's a deluxe resort. What is the difference between deluxe resort parking 24 rows back and value resort parking 24 rows back? What is the difference between me paying $24 at your deluxe resort and $13 at a value resort? The parking lots aren't paved with gold.
No.
The bus service is still the same. Although, unfortunately, if you do stay at the All-Star resorts or Port Orleans, sometimes they do share buses to resorts, which can lead for increased wait times. But flat fee across the board if they're going to do this.
Jenny says, but the crowds also make an issue. I never considered staying on property, but with the vacation packages, it's almost worth being able to book the fast passes so far in advance.
That is absolutely.
It does make sense, especially with the you know, with Star Wars coming and Toy
There's
Story,
a lot
and
coming.
there's, you know, that would make a lot of sense to do that. That would. Just saying.
I think every time we've stayed at the resorts, very rarely have we had reliable bus transportation, even when they bill it that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes we have, sometimes it's hit or miss. I know for the longest time Disney has been working on integrating bus wait times into the My Disney Experience app. Still haven't done that. That was years ago.
This what they because right now at the bus stops at the resorts they do have like an ETA of down to the minute of when your next bus is arriving.
Not all resorts.
Not all resorts have that. Okay.
Nope.
I noticed it at Wilderness Lodge most recently.
That's the only
Does it
resort
work,
I've
though?
seen it at.
Do you know if it's work? I mean, back.
I've seen it work sometimes, but not consistently. For a time, they also had it at the boat docks for Magic Kingdom,
Oh, really?
but it wasn't working.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
there you have it. Michael, hello. Welcome.
Hello, Michael.
The Disney Chronicle says, I better be teleported from these expensive parking lots. Just saying.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
For sure, right? Mr. Walt Disney World fan says, if you can afford deluxe, you can pay the parking. That is not me. You know what? Yeah, if you think about it, though. If you think about it, if you can afford, you know, to, you know, what am I trying to say here? Like the deluxe resorts, $24 a day really isn't gonna
To a
break
lot of
the
people,
bank.
to a lot of people, this is and catering to the clientele that stay on site and especially at deluxe resorts. It's not a big deal to them. But I mean, there are a lot of people out there that save up and budget and plan and know where every penny is going to be spent on their vacation. And for them, this is now a kind of a fork in the road for them. They're like, crap, this is more expense that we really, now we have to save up some more. And how much more work do we have to do that? And how much longer do we have to wait to go on this vacation? Because they keep jacking prices up and throwing more things in there, more fees.
That's
People
right.
plan. You've said it before. You said it last week, and we've said it multiple times. Disney World is billed as a once-in-a-lifetime vacation destination. It's not built with in mind that everyone's always going to be able to come back. So this is just some people may never get the chance because it's really out of their means. So
Hello, Die Hard Disney. John, welcome.
I just got that. Thank you, Die Hard Disney. That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Rand says they have the bus wait time screens at every resort I've stayed at recently. Pop, Coronado Springs, and
Port Orleans Riverside.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Rand, were they working?
Oh,
And were they
yeah.
semi-accurate? I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Are these accurate? We have never used the bus transport. I have never used the bus transportation from a resort.
I think a few of them will be accurate. I think
Yes.
there's going to be a handful of screens that don't work
Yeah.
and that are not accurate. But that's just me.
Back to what you were saying, Gavin, how this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. That's why we don't get some of the fun, limited time
Exactly.
stuff Disneyland gets, because we have guests that are coming to see those certain attractions like Haunted Mansion, which is why they never get Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion. But Disney actually created, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I believe it's DisneySavingsAccount.com.
Yes. Is that still a thing?
I believe it is, where guests can actually have money taken out of their paychecks or contribute to it on a weekly basis to save up for
What?
their vacation.
Yeah.
I've never
Actually,
heard of
yes.
that.
That rolled out when I was working with Disney Cruise Line, so that was 2014.
And what's it called again?
It's the Disney Savings.
I think it's Disney Savings Account or DisneySavingsFund.com, something
Yeah.
like that.
So
Didn't
Disney
know
will
that.
automatically take part of your weekly paycheck and keep it in a savings account and there's no fees associated with it. So when you are ready to go on Disney vacation, you can use those funds for booking your stuff. I want to say, going off of what I had said, Disney Chronicles took him 5 years to save up for the Disney trip.
For his
Is
Disney trip.
yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
no.
that crazy?
That's crazy.
5
Hello,
years.
Samantha.
Hey, Samantha. Yeah, that's a lot. So it's crazy. For some people, it's not going to affect their vacation, but for some others, it will definitely.
Rand is answering your question. Yes, they work, but sometimes they would change the times, but most often they were fairly accurate.
Oh, good. Good.
And Michelle says, my Disney trip is in 4 weeks, 4 days, and I'm not counting at all, right?
Oh my God.
I would be too, you know. Parker says, in contrast to what you said, Patrick, I would stay at a deluxe resort for, say, a night for the experience and spend the rest of my vacation elsewhere. The extra $24 would make a difference there. You are so true about
Yeah.
that. And that's actually something that we would do.
Right.
That's something we would
We
do.
have done that
We
before.
have done that.
We did that at Disneyland Hotel. We stayed one night at Disneyland Hotel to be able to say we did it and have the experience
Yep.
and focused on what that resort had to offer. And then we went off site for the rest of the vacation.
That's right.
Because we just spent, you don't spend a lot of time at these hotels unless you're really there for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our friends from the UK, I've noticed that when I was working in the parks, a lot of UK guests are here for about an average of 2 weeks. Where I think most American families are coming to the parks and staying here for only a week.
Well, in the UK, guests can get a 14-day ticket or a 21-day
Yes.
all
They are here
inclusive
for long
ticket.
periods of time.
They are the only guests that have these
So I'm
special
jealous of you
tickets that
guys.
are all inclusive.
You're
It's
right.
not fair.
Michael says, dude, I want the Millennium Falcon t-shirt you're wearing. Where can I get one?
Target.
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 Oh, and by the way, Michael, Target has free parking. So,
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
For now.
Whew. Samantha says she's booking her tickets to hotels on Sunday.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's exciting.
Yes, because she's coming down, I believe, in the fall, right? October-ish, I believe. Or September. I'm not sure. One of the two. Barker says, adding to what I said, doing a deluxe resort would be a once-in-a-lifetime thing and not something I would do often. Very true. Like, I would love to do the Polynesian bungalows. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I want to do that, but that's like $2,000 a night.
Over that. I mean, it's crazy. And you have to listen to the ferry boat's horns.
I know.
Till late hours.
We don't live really close to Magic Kingdom, but I would say fairly close to Magic
we
Kingdom.
can see and hear
and
fireworks.
we can, well, obviously see the fireworks, but we can hear the ferry boats and the electrical water
And
pageant.
the train.
And the train at times. It's from our place. So I can imagine to be sleeping or trying to sleep and hearing the brrr, brrr. That's like the
I wonder if you just tune it out after a while.
Probably.
And I think for those bungalows, I wish that tub they have outside was an actual hot tub. They're not hot
Oh, I
tubs.
know.
It's just a soaking. It's just more for the kids. Yeah. There was a comment though that we needed to read. Sarah had a question for us. I have a question for you guys. I'm buying a Universal Preferred Pass and was wondering how I book a room with the AP discount. I've done some research and have found several different answers. I would just always go directly to the source and just go through the process because it doesn't take too long to kind of select what you want. And then when you get to the payment screen, see if there's a promo code, see if there's an option there for annual pass holders because most travel websites, they always have a drop-down box for like military. Your state, you could get a discount depending on what state you're from. So I'm sure they probably on Universal's website have a preferred, or you can always call. I would just call. Everything's done over the phone. It's the same price online and have someone maybe just walk you through it so you can hang up and do it yourself online. But just give Universal a call if you don't find it on their website.
Manny says, Patrick, you need to start your own shuttle service to help these guests, right? Would y'all take my shuttle service?
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you what. That'd be one fun shuttle service.
That would be cool. A party, Gavin and Patrick party bus too though.
Okay. Take you around the resort.
E-Ticket Express.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're a mess. Samantha, we're staying for 9 days. What are some other things in Orlando to do other than theme parks?
Ooh.
Oh,
There's
goodness.
the doctor. If you're, it depends on where you're coming from. Of course, Samantha, you're in Australia, but over here we do have lots of touring Broadway productions. So go to the Dr. Phillips Center, explore downtown Orlando, live like a local, as we used to say, and we always kind of say. And also, St. Augustine is not really Central Florida, but it's not too far. So if you can, depending on how you're getting around, if you have a rental car, drive up to St. Augustine for a day. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Manny says, Gavin, did you ever visit Skull Kingdom, Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede?
I never got to do Skull Kingdom or Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede. It was something I, as a kid, didn't really have too much interest in, but you'd always see it when you would be driving to Disney, and it always looked very interesting, very over the top. I loved their commercials, though, and it was sad how it just abruptly closed when she sold to a developer.
And then how it just like stayed there for like a year.
So then the economy failed, the whole, because it was going to be condos. And then the economy, the whole infrastructure of the city kind of like when it came to building new condos and stuff went down. So they abandoned that building for quite some time and until Premium Outlets purchased the land. And now it's shopping. Surprise there.
The Disney Chronicle says, my local park has free parking, sunscreen, and sodas. So going to Disney, so going to Disney is a very different So going to Disney is very different for me with all the expenses. I know.
Where is
darling.
this at? I'm curious. That's pretty cool.
I'm curious.
I'm curious.
Curious. Mrs. Walt Disney World fan says, "Is there such thing called called discounts?" Right?
They're out
I
there.
know. They're out there.
You gotta find them.
You gotta find them.
You know what's surprisingly, there are still travel agents out there. A lot of people think that since everything is done, you can do everything yourself online, but there are still travel agents out there. So travel agents are usually absolutely free to use because they're on commission from Disney. Disney pays them. So you can go to a travel agent, have someone who knows all their stuff, and plan everything for you and help you, and it doesn't cost you a dime to use their services. So why not reach out to them and do that? It's something a lot of people forget. For the longest time until I started doing cruise vacation planning years ago, I thought that wasn't a thing. I thought the industry was gone. So use travel agents. They're still out there and they're free.
Diehard Disney says to name our business Disco Bus. Undertaker Punk says call it the Pink Pony. Sarah says that she would Patrick driving us around Orlando would be the best. It would be like a ride in a show. And then the Disney Chronicles said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Miss E-Ticket Transportation."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Welcome to the road.
Welcome to the road. Road.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm a mess.
So Disney,
Yes.
Disney, the park that has the sunscreen and the soda is his Holiday World. Is that what
Oh,
you're saying?
okay.
And that's a pretty historic park, I think, too.
Now,
Yeah.
fun fact:
Mhm.
one of us at this table has been to Holiday World.
Oh.
You've been a holiday
Yes, I
World?
have.
What's it like?
My mom's friends in Indiana that you made the drink for that one time.
Oh yeah.
Went to Holiday World. I remembered the different sections. I feel like there was a meet and greet with Santa Claus. I don't know. We were there just for one day, and then we went to like the Lodge Hotel for dinner. But I ate before then, not knowing we were going to get that buffet afterwards. That was insane. And there's a Halloween section. I remember eating a Batty Burger. So,
That's choice.
Like
a Batty Burger, like a bat, like Halloween.
oh my gosh.
Like a Batty Burger.
That's
Like,
cute.
it was-
That's a
But
good
yeah,
flavor.
it was, no, it was
Batty
just
Burger.
Holiday World. It was kind of, I feel like it was in the middle kind of nowhere. I don't know. It was must have been 15 years ago,
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
but it was
interesting.
fun.
Norma's over in Universal right now. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
I take it based on the time
Yes.
you were staying for Mardi Gras.
Come on, Mardi Gras
People, tell
Universal.
me now.
Hey.
There you go. We gotta go out there. We're gonna go out there this week.
Right, I know. There was a question I wanted to. Oh yeah, Parker, are you guys gonna do the Orlando Star Flyer once it opens?
No.
Is that opening soon, or has it not? I thought I read something. Somebody asked Tim the same
I
question.
can't do it. Can't do it. No. No. In my head, it seems like a good idea, but my stomach, no, I can't do it. No.
Haven't you done like the bungee thing
Oh
at
no.
at
Oh no.
Old
Opening
Town?
May 16th, I believe.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I've done the bungee thing. I would do it.
No, absolutely not.
I have a life insurance
Abs-
policy through work. It's okay.
No, I can't. No.
Manny's asking, have you seen the time traveler ride video at Silver Dollar City?
Yes. That looks cool.
That's pretty cool.
I love it because it's very like steampunk-esque and how it's all with the rivets and all that stuff. Very cute.
So, very important question from Samantha.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite bagel? I'm ordering bagels right now. Let's go down the line. Everything bagel. Everything bagel. Everything bagel.
I'm just a plain bagel.
Blueberry.
Oh, blue. That's a good one.
With the blueberry cream cheese.
I love blueberry.
Blueberry.
That is good. I
Wow.
like that. Yeah, it's blueberry. I'm not an everything bagel person.
Oh, everything.
no,
Strawberry
no, no,
cream
I can't do
cheese.
No, no, no. No, no,
I feel like Remy and Ratatouille. It's a culinary experience.
no. Oh my gosh, I can't with this
Why
one.
just get a blueberry, but you have everything in one bagel?
The Disney Chronicles says there is a meet and greet with Santa. They also have their own Fab Five type characters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're they are. I hope you're right. They are Holodog, Kitty Claus, George the Eagle, and Safari Sam.
A crocodile.
Honey, that sounds like the top four of All Stars of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. Look, Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Miss
Kitty
Kitty
Claus.
Claus. I'm obsessed. That is cute. I love it. I love it.
My God. You know, we have other topics we can talk about. Too.
I know.
Yeah,
we
we
totally
gotta
off,
keep going.
We got off topic
We have, like,
because
10 minutes left here.
our thing cut off. And
Gosh.
Okay. Let's
hit
ease on
that,
down the road.
Hit like the main thing. Oh yes, that's a good one.
Okay, so that's right, because we don't have the visuals.
Yeah.
Okay, so Disneyland, of course, announced they're doing their Together Forever fireworks. Of course, I don't have the date in front of me now, but I believe it's April 15th, and they've officially confirmed they're going to have a Coco segment, and they're not only going to have a flying Buzz Lightyear. Is that right?
Yes.
Right.
They're also now going to have the House from Up that's going to fly as well.
So it's
So they've
confirmed.
confirmed that.
They're confirmed, and we had a picture of it, but obviously we can't show it to you. But yeah, look it up. It's there.
Disney Parks blog.
Disney Parks blog, and you can see the picture of the house. It's so cute, and I can't wait to go see it.
I mean,
Pixar's.
If he allows me, if we could
I
go.
only have a wedding to plan for.
Only have a wedding to plan for, and then our tour of Asia
Tour
next
of
year.
Asia.
That's right.
We have to think of a theme song. For
I know we do.
Asia trip. Okay, what's our next topic?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so Disney's Animal Kingdom 20th anniversary, they've announced their Party for the Planet event and some other fun things along with that. They've also now announced a new tour specific for the 25th anniversary called A Path Less Traveled. This tour is going to take place for dates that I do not have in front of me anymore.
all right.
It's going to start in April and I believe run through May. Tours going to depart daily, visit to Rafiki's Planet Watch, bird's nest exploration with a conservationist. There's going to be an unforgettable elephant encounter, and also including VIP viewing of Rivers of Light. The tour itself is going to be $59 and include a light snack. Again, with Rafiki's Planet Watch, it's going to include some meal prep for the animals. Bird's nest exploration, your favorite part, Patrick.
I don't know anything.
Explore and check on the homes of the purple martins. Purple martins, a species that migrates here every year.
Oh, wow.
So pretty much, who would do this?
I would do this.
I would do this.
Let's do this.
In a heartbeat. Yeah, we have to do. We're gonna do this. I would do this in a heartbeat.
April 1st to May 5th.
So it's limited time.
So very limited time magic, darling. April 5th to
April 1st to May 5th.
April 1st to May 5th. Yeah, we have to do it.
What we'll have to do is we'll have to tell everyone when we are booked for ours.
Yeah.
That way, if you guys want to book the same group and be in our group with us, join us.
It just sounds so much fun. Okay, it's like $60, but I think you're getting a lot for your $60.
I think it's unique. It's something different. I always get upset because by the time we get to Animal Kingdom in the mornings, that's the only time they're really using those Rafiki's Planet Watch, the veterinary care areas. In the afternoons and evenings, they're not doing anything. So I always get there too late to be able to see that. So I like to be able to know I'm going to be guaranteed to go in there and see the meal prep. That's really cool. It's neat.
If y'all have not done it, my favorite tour at Walt Disney World is the Wild Africa Trek in Animal
We
Kingdom.
did do that
love
before.
that.
Luckily we got a cast member discount back in the day. It's a little hefty now. It's somewhere between $100 to $200 per person, but it includes lunch, unlimited jungle juice, a great hike. You get a hangover the crocodiles. Includes photos. Oh, he's only done it twice, and he's just calling it fun.
I wasn't
it's
impressed with
fine.
the food myself. I didn't care for the food was not the heaviest portions, but I understand why because you're doing a lot of trekking. But
Oh my god.
but the rest of the experience though was really cool.
I loved everything. The only thing I didn't like was when we're on the bridge. I think you're going over the alligators, the alligators, and you have to hold on, obviously, because it's terrifying. But then they tell you after you're done, oh, don't forget to wash your hands before you eat, because of the vultures that vomit on their feet, which then are holding on to the railing that you're touching.
So they sit on the railing, they vomit on the railing because they want to vomit on their feet because
That's
I guess
disgusting.
it cools them.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Never.
The food was delicious.
The humanity.
They catered to my special dietary needs.
Well, that's good.
In every way
It
possible.
was light portions. That's all I'm saying.
Light.
Unlimited jungle juice. that brings us to the incredible summer at Walt Disney World. Has officially been announced for May 25th. So we don't have pictures. I'm trying to make this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Exciting.
So we already know there's going to be kind of a dance party nightly with characters from The Incredibles in Tomorrowland. They're billing this as the Incredible Tomorrowland Expo. Characters from Incredibles 2. Of course, we're going to see Bob, Helen, Frozone, who knows who else. And supposedly Edna's making an appearance one way or another.
Can we put a pin on that real quick? So apparently Disneyland is getting an actual meet and greet with Edna Mode. Yeah, so I hope she's over here as well. You better make your tour, Miss Edna Mode. Go ahead.
I'm going to buy a cape and wear it to the park for that meet and greet.
Go ahead.
They've also announced the Guardians of the Galaxy stage show. Awesome Mix live concert series beginning June 9th at Epcot. That's going to run through August 19th, featuring Star-Lord and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and the soon-to-be upcoming Avengers Infinity War. We are all very excited for. We're going to take guests on a musical journey through the cosmos in the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix live concert series. Star-Lord's Awesome Mixtapes, 2 movie soundtracks.
So with that, that's at the American Gardens Theater. So that starts what, June? No.
June 9th?
June 9th.
Through
So
August 19th.
So that starts June 9th through August 19th. I don't feel like they're going to take... I get it. No, I'm just joking now. I'm excited for it. But yeah, especially with that movie, they're not going to take them out of the park. So I think you're going to be able to experience both experiences at Hollywood Studios and at Epcot.
Have you guys seen their picture with Star-Lord and Baby Groot? Because if not, we can post it.
Check it out. I think it is up. Did we post it?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
That's why you
Oh
should
my gosh.
follow us.
The Disney Chronicles said, "Hello, my name is the Disney Nerd, and I'm going to go wash my hands for 2 hours now after that information." Right? It's gross.
And Edna Mode needs to be a guest judge on Drag Race.
Oh my goodness. I would love that. Love that.
No capes.
Is there anything else?
There is. So, of course, we also know this Pixar Summer, Incredible Summer includes the Up Show at Animal Kingdom. They're also doing that a part of the 20th anniversary.
Right.
But the latest thing to have been announced is the Disney H2O Glow Party Nights at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Park.
Yes.
Beginning June 21st. From June 21st to August 11th, a glow party is going to take over the park from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Tickets go on sale March 19th, are $55 per person for adults and $50 for children ages 3 to 9. This is supposed to feature Pixar characters, so Woody, Buzz, Jessie, but they're theming this kind of glow in the park after the Disney short that I believe was before Finding Dory or Finding Nemo.
I think it was Dory.
Partysaurus Rex. If you guys haven't seen that, it's hilarious.
Rex.
Although I don't believe there's going to be a Rex meet and greet, so I will be very, very sad.
Bye, Samantha. Sorry.
Bye, Sam.
So I don't know. I feel like Disney's just trying to get more people into their water parks because I have a feeling because last year, obviously we know Volcano Bay opened. Wig, right? Volcano Bay opened, but they weren't open late, and that's what the whole time they announced this theme park, a water park, and they announced it's gonna stay open late and you could experience it at during nighttime and all that stuff, but it didn't happen last summer. They weren't open that late, but this year I feel like they're gonna open late. I think this year they're gonna stay open later. And now Disney needs to have something because they have to one-up Universal, honey. And this is their thing.
Well, they're doing it so it's an expensive cost, though.
3 hours, they are going to say all attractions are open, but isn't the average cost of a water park ticket like $60, $65 anyway?
Wait, so you're paying how much for an extra 3 hours? Is that what you just said?
Oh, just for the 3 hours.
Just for 3 hours.
$55.
$55.
No, not going.
Come on,
not doing it.
Disney.
No.
Ay.
Honey,
No.
I can't.
No. See,
can't.
people will do it though
I
because they're not
can't.
going to do their research and they're going to go ahead and say, "Oh, let's stay at Disney's water park after hours," not realizing they can go and go to
I'd
walk in the
rather
bay
just-
and have a whole day and stay late, and it's not going to cost them anything extra.
I'd rather just pay twice that and go for that one night in the first week of June.
Oh my gosh.
I forget what that's called. Yeah.
Riptide.
What the?
It's called Riptide.
That's it for the news, everybody.
That's
There you
it.
go.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
Right on time, too. We have 1 minute to spare.
No.
We want to thank our sponsor, Ink and Paint Threads, for bringing Theme Park Table Talk to you. Inkandpaintthreads.threadless.com provides you with really lovely theme park inspired apparel that you can wear to your favorite theme park or attraction or just anywhere.
To stir up a conversation.
To stir up a conversation. People are going to say, what is that? Oh, I know that reference. I love it. Where'd you get that? So if you do get anything, please make sure you take pictures and tag Ink and Paint Threads and follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at Gavin and Patrick. Make sure you subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. Even though it's live, you can still give it a thumbs up. That really does help us a lot. And spread the word.
I'm sorry. Undertaker Punk, absolutely. Undertaker Punk. Undertaker Punk says, Alexa, set reminder to visit Ink and Paint Threads.
Ooh, she mopped that from somebody.
Okay, she done mocked that, honey. Consider that quote stolen.
Oh, Parker,
Okay.
have fun. Have fun.
Oh, Parker. Mwah. Oh. Emma, hello from England.
Hello from England.
Emma. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. And through our technical difficulties, I'm telling you, we are trying our hardest over here to figure this out. That's why there was no vlog, no e-ticket, nothing, because our Wi-Fi, our computer is starting to go. So it might be time to get a new computer, and I don't even know.
Upgrade.
We just upgraded our Wi-Fi, darling. We just upgraded our Wi-Fi.
Rand just says, "Oh, my Echo just said, when shall I remind you?"
Stop! Oh my gosh, sorry, Rands.
I'm not sorry. No, that's Jesus.
Sorry, not sorry.
Parker's wearing an Ink and Paint exclusive right now. That's so awesome.
Thanks, Parker.
Thank you, Parker.
We're gonna have 2 new designs coming up actually in a few months, and all I could say is that it's going to be fierce.
My gosh.
Oh my god! But yes, until next time, guys, we love you so much, and thanks for watching Theme Park Talk live. And now he has to get up.
I gotta get up and
because we're doing it old school, darling. Old school. Don't forget to watch RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3. The finale is tonight. Who's gonna win?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on VH1.
Come on. Hashtag what team are you?